Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This some of you and peace out to the rest of you. The blackest heart, the blackest mind, the blackest man is on social media signing black in and shining again, asking you to hit the share button because the message is more important than the messenger. So here's the message. You know, there's a personality type and you see it in the title. And that is the NUITL personality type. Not until it's too late. That's what it means. This is a personality type that we see in certain demographics. Arab Bedouins, black high school students, Western black high school students, and Western black women. You see, I say this because even though there's overlap in between some of these, you see the personality type with regard to certain things in context. The Arab Bedouin takes the opinion and the attitude that education is not important. The degree, the grade, the certificates are important. The jobs that they get you and the salaries they get you are important. But the education itself is not important. And that's why the Gulf Arab Bedouin thinks nothing about cheating his way through medical school and becoming a doctor, knowing he doesn't know anything about medicine. He thinks it's okay. He does not care that he cheated until someone dies and it's his fault, and it is proven that it's his fault. He doesn't think anything about becoming a teacher after he has cheated his way through all 12 years of grade school, all of college, all of graduate school, and teacher training college. Then becomes a teacher and doesn't know his subject. He doesn't think anything of it until, of course, he comes across someone that knows his subject from outside the country that actually had to learn it and might expose his mistakes. Then he cares. I see this all the time. I've had people come up to me 33 years old. They're not capable of speaking Arabic correctly. They can only speak the national slang and the broken Indian Arabic that they use for Indians and Pakistanis, and by extension, other non-Arabic speaking foreigners. They can only speak street slang or caveman broken Arabic, nothing else. They cannot speak even the kind of Arabic you would hear on a newscast. They might understand some of it, but not even all of it. So if a newscaster were to say that somebody who was wanted for a particular crime was captured, he doesn't understand wanted for a particular crime. He understands that the person committed the crime. That's, he doesn't have that comprehension. So when it's too late, when he gets into a job and he gets embarrassed because he's shown to not know anything, then you come to someone like me. I want to learn English. Wait a minute. Do you speak classical Arabic? No. Well, how am I going to teach you English then? Because see, when they can't speak classical Arabic and I talk to them in classical Arabic, they answer me with something along the lines of I, he, want. The Arabic is so broken that that's what it means. I, he, want for to learn English. That's what the broken, when you translate it literally, that's what the broken comes out like. Now, mind you, I'll speak to him with the formal Arabic and he answers me in a caveman stuff. It's not even a street slang. It's too broken for that. Because he's that stupid. He didn't want it until it is too late. The black high school student in the West, same thing. You know what I'm talking about because a lot of you in my audience, okay, you understand the red pill stuff and that's great, but a lot of you niggas in the audience were the exact same way, and I can tell by the way you write. Some of you who disagree with me, I can tell by the way you read too. But some of you who agree and disagree, I can tell by the way you write. You were too cool for school when it was free. So you slept through English class and now you're illiterate. Should have, you write down should and then OF. No, it should have. But you can't write that because you don't know. You don't know the difference between the verb are, a conjugation of the verb be, and the possessive our. Oh yeah, he's our friend, A-R-E. Dummy, it's our friend. Some of y'all do that. You were niggas that didn't care until it was too late. Even if you agree with me about this red pill stuff, and I'm glad you do, you're a NUITL. NUITL. So let's deal with these Western women. When it comes to everything in life, they may be good at it except for keeping a man. And they want to shame you and make it seem like it's always the guy when in fact you realize that no, it may be half the time to do, but a lot of times, no, it was actually her. And they don't understand the basics until it's too late. So they have to become old and fat, or they have to become single moms, or they gotta lose everything they had in order to appreciate guys that meant nothing to them before. That is also a NUITL. Because in all of these cases that I've mentioned, their behavior and their refusal to take the advice when it would actually help them and keep them ahead is a clear declaration in actions of the words, not until it's too late. That is a response. When you say to them, listen, this guy that is actually home right now, you can call him and he's home, is a better shot than the one that you're calling and leaving voice messages for and he's not home. And she rolls her eyes at you. What she's saying is not no, hell no, he ain't my type. What she's saying is not until it's too late. Same thing with this COVID-19. Now they hitting you guys up. Hey, big head. I don't have a U.S. number, so they can't do that in my case. They got to find me on here, and they don't know my real name on here, or they got to find me on Facebook. And only one tried that on Facebook. But the point I'm making is that, you know, that's what you got. That's what's there for you. That's all that's there for you. Hey, big head. Not until it was too late did she decide to hit you up. It had to be when it's too late. This is why it is that I say to you, you're just going to have to bounce. And, you know, you don't have to tell the Western woman, I hate you, you Western B. It's not that. The innocent ones have also had to suffer from the majority of them. The pick-me's have had to suffer from the wicked witches. It's the same thing. But you got to keep in mind that that's really the mantra. And it's not only the Western black woman that has that mantra. It's like I said, many of you also had it when it came to education. When you were teenagers, you were just too cool to really mature when it came to certain things. And so to a certain extent, you got to accept that. The difference is that if you know better now, you would do better. If you realize now that your writing effing sucks and makes you look like a caveman, it makes you look retarded as hell, like an ignorant nigger, you might at least try to correct it. You may not like me telling you this, but privately, you would still try to learn and try to correct it. That's what separates you from her. But you have to admit that you can't understand it because you've been the same way about something. I've been the same way about a few things. And I told you about the Arab Bedouin so that you would understand that we're not the only group of people that have that problem. So if we decide that we're going to get rid of that mantra, then we'll actually be ahead of most other groups of people. Believe that. I hope this advice helps, and I hope one day it won't even be necessary anymore. Black heart, black mind, blackout, assalamu alaikum, and black heterosexual male power, specifically because the NUITL doesn't like it.